Governor Steve Merrill, it is indeed an honor to be able to interview you again here at the Institute for Cultural Diplomacy. We're really happy that you accepted our invitation. My first question regards the foreign policy of the US. The relation between Iran and the USA is on the brink. A confrontation is on the verge of happening. What do you think will be the next steps of the US foreign policy regarding this issue? Do you envision a military intervention in the near future?
I do not. I think the United States learned a couple of lessons. We learned a lesson after Vietnam, and then after a certain period of time, that lesson faded in our memory. And then, because of 9/11, we entered Iraq, we entered Afghanistan, and we found that unlike what we had hoped, we were caught in the same kind of military, political, and economic circumstances that had existed for prior governments like Russia. And I think that over time, the United States, its people, and its government have realized there is far more to be gained by diplomacy, particularly cultural diplomacy, than there is to be gained by hard military forces. Number one, it's terribly expensive. And number two, it does not achieve the short-term results that you want.
Thank you very much for this answer. Next question would be more on the crisis. Do you believe the American economic strategy of increasing taxes, spending cuts, and controlling the budget deficit that it will lead to the fiscal cliff that goes right? The question is really badly written. That it would lead to the fiscal cliff, and is it the right way to go for the United States to finally recover from more than 4 years of crisis?
Well, I come from a state where we don't have an income tax and we don't have a sales tax, and yet we've balanced every budget for over 200 years. So if you want to do it, you can do it. The problem is, if you grow government in the good years, you'll never be able to pay for it in the bad years. So what we've done is establish a rainy day fund in New Hampshire so that in the good years we can take millions of dollars and put it away for the lean years. There will always be difficult times. But what the United States needs to understand is the system of higher taxes and more spending is not an endless yellow brick road. Because after a while, people say, if you're going to raise my taxes, I'm going to leave this state. I'm going to go somewhere else. And then the people that are there can't generate enough revenue. You have to raise taxes on them again, and then guess what? More people leave. Yeah. So you have to draw the line and say, we're going to straighten out this economy. We're not going to go over the fiscal cliff. We're going to make things work.
Okay. Thank you very much.